Hello dear sweetmates, welcome to Esther Fashion and Services. My name is Zawadi. Today we'll be learning how to make this simple kimono jacket you see on the screen. I'm going to use 2.7 yards of Ankara, almost 3 yards. You can use more or less than that. It depends of your measurement or how fit you want. The measurements I'll be using are the shoulder measurement, the bust measurement, the waist measurement, the hip measurement, from shoulder to waist measurement, from shoulder to hip measurement, and the full length. This is the fabric I will be using, which is 2.7 yards by 45 inches. I'm going to cut the front and the back at the same time. Okay, this is the fabric I'm using, wrong side will face wrong side. Then I fold the fabric into two. Can you see? I fold it into two. After this, I will fold again into another two to make it 4. Can you see? So the fabric is folded into 4. The fabric is folded into 4 now. The materials I will be using are the tape measure, scissors, ruler, and chalk. Okay. What I will be doing next is to draw the starting line. You can see I have my starting line already, and the full length I'm working with is 42 inches. I will use 42 inches plus 1.5 inch for seam allowance. So the length I'm working with is 42 inches. 42 inches plus 1.5 inch seam allowance will give me 43.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 43.5 inches. This is 43.5 inches. After this, I will bring the straight ruler and connect like this. Can you see? To get the chest line, I'm going to use my round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch, which will give me 8.8 inches plus 1 again will give me 9.9 inches. So I'm going to use 10 inches. After this, I will connect like this. I connect like this. So from shoulder to waist I'm working with is 19 inches. I'm going to mark 19 inches here and repeat the same thing and mark 19 inches. This is 19 inches. After this, I will bring the straight ruler and connect the points together like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. So after connecting, I'm going to mark from the waist to hip measurement. The measurement I'm working with from the waist to hip, I will use 10 inches. I mark 10 inches, then I connect with the straight ruler like this. Can you see? This is it. I'm done with the vertical measurement. Hope you can see that. Let me repeat. This is the shoulder measurement. So from shoulder to chest line, I used 10 inches. Is 9 inches plus 1 inch for the shoulder slope for the back will give me 10 inches. That's why I mark 10 inches. This is 10 inches. 10 inches. So from the shoulder to waist measurement, I use 19 inches. This is 19 inches. And from waist to hip measurement I'm working with is 10 inches. Hope you understand. The round neckline I'm working with is 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches for the front. 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches for the front. After this, I will connect with my curve ruler like this. For the back, I will use 1.5 inches neck depth. 1.5 neck depth, while 3.5 inches neck width. Okay, then I connect like this. I have neckline for the front and the back as well. So the shoulder measurement I'm working with is 9 inches. Then I will add 1.5 inch to it for ease and seam allowance, which will give me 10.5 inches. Then I'm going down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope for the back, and for the front I will use 1.5 inches. After this, I connect for the back first, then I connect again for the front. Okay, after this I'm going to bring down the shoulder measurement, which is 10.5 inches. From the chest line I mark 10.5 inches, then I connect with the straight ruler like this. Can you see? After this, I'm going to divide this line into two like this and mark. Okay, I mark here. From this point I go in by 1/2 inch. After this I will connect from the shoulder slope to this point. The round bust measurement I'm working with is 44 inches. 44 inches divided by 4 will give me 11 inches. I'm going to mark 11 inches here. After this, I'm going to mark 4 inches to 8 for ease and seam allowance. My round bust measurement is 44 inches divided by 4 will give me 11 inches. This is 11 inches plus 4 inches to 8 for ease and seam allowance. You can add 1 inch, 2 inches. It depends of your preference. Okay, the round waist measurement I'm working with is 44 inches divided by 4 will give me 10.5 inches. Then I add 4 inches to it. You can add less than that. It depends of what you want. The round hip measurement I'm working with is 47 inches divided by 4 will give me 11.75 inches. I mark here 11.75 inches. Then I will add 4 inches to it. You can add more or less than that. It depends of how fit you want. So I'm going to check what I have here and to repeat the same thing below. Okay, so I mark here what I have from the hip line. Can you see? After this I will bring the straight ruler and connect this point together. So this is it. I'm going to connect like this. I connect all the points together like this. Can you see? So this is it. I'm going to connect from this point to chest line to create the armhole. Hope you can see that. I bring my curve ruler and connect like this. Can you see? This is the armhole. Okay, so from the waistline, I don't like the shaping. I don't want this shaping. I think I will connect just straight. Okay, I'm going to connect straight from the chest line to hip line. This is the hip line and this is the chest line. I think I'm going to connect just straight like this. I don't want shaping. If you want any shaping you can do that, but I will connect just like this straight. Hope you can see that. What I will be doing next, I'm going to cut out the back first, then I will add 1/2 inch seam allowance for the shoulder slope. Okay, so I bring my scissors and cut out the back. Hope you can see what I am doing. So this is the back neckline. Then I will add 1/2 inch to it for the shoulder slope. Can you see? I mark 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here as well. So I bring the ruler and connect this point. Then I will cut out with my scissors like this. This is the back shoulder slope. Can you see? This is the back shoulder slope. So I continue with my cutting the armhole. Can you see? I cut out the back. This is the back. This is the back. Can you see? I'm done and this is how it look like. Can you see? So now I'm going to remove the back. I'm going to remove the back. Can you see? And I will work with the front. So this is the front. I remove the back and this is the front. This is the front. Can you see? So what I'll be doing next, I'm going to mark the neckline for the front. From this point here, I think I'll go down again by 4 inches or even 5 inches. After this, I will connect like this with the straight rule. Okay, so after connecting, I'm going to bring the scissors and cut out the neckline. So I cut out the neckline like this. After this, I continue cutting the center front. Okay, so this is it. So I'm going to curve here by the neckline because I don't want the sharp point. So I trim it like this with my scissors. After this, I'm going to cut the shoulder slope for the front as well. Can you see? And I have 1/2 inch for seam allowance. Hope you can see that. So I put it aside and then I'll bring the back. So this is the back. This is the back. Can you see? This is the back. I open the back like this. Can you see? This is the back. I open and turn it on the right side. Then I bring the front and I will place it on top of the back. Right side will face right side because I'm going to stitch the shoulder. So this is one piece of the front. I place it on top of the back like this. Hope you can see that. Can you see? I place it on top of the back. Then I bring the second piece as well and place it on top of the back like this. After this, I'm going to stitch the shoulder like this. I will use half inch. I will use half inch and stitch and repeat the same thing on the other side as well. After this, I'm going to cut the sleeve, okay? This is the piece of the fabric I have for the sleeves. I fold it into two. Can you see? I fold it into two, then I fold again into another two to make it four. So now the fabric is folded into four. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The fabric is folded into four. So what I will be doing next, I'm going to mark the cap height. I will use 4.5 inches. I mark 4.5 inches like this. 4.5 inches. After this, I will bring the straight ruler and connect this point together like this. Can you see? I connect it like this. So what I will be doing next, I'm going to mark the round armhole measurement, which is 10 inches. Then I add 3 inches to it for ease and seam allowance. After this, I connect like this. Can you see? So I'm going to divide this line into two like this and mark. I mark here. Can you see? I mark here. From this point, I go up by half inch again. Then I connect like this with the straight rule. After this, I will connect again from this point to the center of the sleeve. I bring my curve ruler and connect like this from this point to the center of the sleeve. And this will become the back. For the front, I'll bring my curve ruler and connect like this. Can you see? This is for the front. I connect it like this. Can you see? Then I will connect again from this point to the center of the sleeve like this with my curve ruler. So this is it. This is the front. Can you see? This is the front and this is the back. So what I will be doing next, I'm going to mark my round wrist measurement. The wrist measurement I'm working with is 6 inches. Then I will add 1 inch to it for ease and seam allowance. After this, I will bring the ruler and connect this point together. So I'm going to connect this point together like this. You can see what I am doing. I connect it like this. Can you see? And this is the sleeves. After this, I bring my scissors and cut it out. So I cut it out like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. I cut it out like this. Can you see? So this is it. I'm going to open my sleeves like this so I can trim the front. So this is the front. I trim out the front and this is the sleeves. Can you see how beautiful it is already? This is the sleeves. So now I'm going to bring the top and show you how it look like. So this is it. This is the top. I'm done with the shoulder. I'm done stitching the shoulder. Can you see? This is the armhole now. I'm going to stitch the sleeves. This is the sleeve. I'm going to stitch and I'm going to notch the midpoint of the sleeve. I bring my scissors and notch the midpoint of the sleeve. After that, I'm going to open the top so that you can see clearly how I will place the sleeves. Okay, so I open the top like this. Can you see? Then I will place the sleeve like this. Right side will face right side. Right side will face right side like this. Then I will stitch and repeat the same thing on the other side as well. Can you see? So I'll bring my pin and pin it down. Then I will stitch. I hold the fabric down with the pin. After this, I will stitch. I will use half inch. So on the other side, I will repeat the same thing. Can you see? I will place the sleeve like this, right side facing. Then I will stitch. After this, I will show you the result. I'm done stitching. And this is how it look like. This is it. So I'm done stitching the sleeves. Can you see? This is it. After this, I'm going to stitch the side. I will stitch the side as well. I will use 1 inch and stitch the side. So for the wrist you can fold twice like this, then you stitch. Okay, then you stitch, fold it twice, then you stitch. But I'm going to use the band. I will use the band of 1 inch and stitch. After that I will stitch the side like this and make sure the seam line are matching. Then I will stitch down like this. Can you see? I will stitch down like this. Below I will fold twice. I will fold twice and stitch. I will fold it like this. Can you see? I will fold again. After this I will stitch. This is the front. I will stitch and repeat the same thing for the back as well. I will fold it twice like this, then I fold it. After this I will stitch. Okay, so then I will show you the result. This is the sleeve. This is the sleeve, and I said I will use the band. This is the band, is 2 inches. When I fold it into 2 is 1 inch. Okay, after this I will stitch like this, right side facing, then I will press it like this. After this I'm going to stitch. I will use the band. Can you see? Then I will stitch like that. After stitching the wrist I'm going to stitch the side, then I will show you the result. Okay, I'm done stitching. Can you see? I'm done stitching and this is how it look like. This is the side and the sleeve. I'm done stitching them. Can you see? This is how it will look like. So what I will be doing next, I'm going to measure the neckline, the front neckline and the back. I'm going to look for the midpoint like this for the back. Okay, I'm going to start my measurement from the center back. Okay, I'm going to start my measurement from the center back like this, then I will measure all the way down. Okay, I'm going to measure all the way down like this. Can you see? Like this. And I have 48 inches times 2 now. I have 48 inches, then I will add 3 inches to it. I will trim it later. You can start even your measurement by one end to another end like this, all the way down like this. Can you see? Then you cut your band. So this is my band. This is it. Can you see? The width is 5 inches. The width is 5 inches. Can you see? This is the width, and the length is about 100 inches or 100 and something. I will fold my band like this into 2 like this, then I will place it from one end like this. I will use the pin and pin it down all the way down like this. After that I will stitch. I will use 1/2 inch and stitch all the way. Okay, I will stitch all the way to the other end. Okay, then I will show you the result. I will stitch all the way to the other end, then I will show you how it will look like when I'm done stitching. I'm done stitching. This is it. This is the neckline for the front and the back. Can you see? This is the band. I'm done stitching and this is how it look like. Can you see? This is it. This is it. Below here I fold twice, then I stitch. Can you see? I stitch all around. Hope you can see what I am doing. And this is the sleeves. Can you see? I stitched the band on it. It's about 1 inch. You can use different color. It's beautiful when I use a different color for the band, but I use one color is what the client wants. This is it, and this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Still Esther Fashion.